Hello and welcome to Smallton. Well, what have we been doing this week? This month, shall we say? Well, one of the things I've been doing is preparing some LEDs for fitment to a coach, and there they are with the battery. Now, the reason I've gone for battery on this particular occasion is the fact that the coaches have got plastic wheels and they're not exactly designed for having lighting in. So that's why I'm doing that, and it's just an experiment to see if I can do it with all my other coaches that are not connected, or can't connect to the track like I have with the Bachmann and the Matlin coaches. So that's one of the things I've been doing. Another was to relay this outer track so it's less troublesome. What I didn't encounter, didn't expect, or didn't particularly want, was one of my trains decided to derail on the inner track. Okay, not a problem normally, but it decided to derail at a point where the power connects to Mr. Belcher's turnout here, or point or storage area. That's the one where that wagon there is stored, comes out along here and connects up to the main track. Now what it does is, or what it has done, shall we say, is kill all the power to that track, and the fueling track, while it's isolated from this three-way point, because that's where I fed in the power, and because I've got a DCC clip and that white Y point there, it powered the fuel track, so I could shunt the odd train in there and not have a problem. These things happen. But what it does mean is that this inner loop has to come up, the outer loop that I've just relayed to get out any breaks in the track has to come up, that factory has to come out, and the brewery area has to come up, plus all this card that I've laid down for the roadway, storage area, etc. has to come up, plus the track has to come up, and then everything basically has to be removed up to that warehouse there in order to redo the track, or to redo the power supply. Not a job I'm looking forward to, and it's not a 5-minute job. Smallton was done in small areas at a time, and it's been extended and worked on over the last few years to get what you have now. Deep joy. Oh, excuse me, it's tiring. So we've got the Union Pacific GP40 pulling the cleaner wagon, which I'm sorry about that, the house elf just came in. Well, what that means is that it's a lot of work, and over the next couple of months all the electronics for the lighting in this area has to be removed before I start. Then obviously the track's going to have to come up, which is a good thing really, because I have a few faults on this inner track which need to be repaired, particularly this last set of points that I put in. They don't quite line up. So it gives me some various options. Firstly, I can reconfigure the whole industrial area. I can do it in more or less a way that relocates the brewery if I have that in. Certainly the small engineering works and the warehouse there will be staying. Obviously the coal area and the fuel area will be staying. Now, I actually particularly like the way it is, but you know, sometimes you have to have a change. One of the problems is that the weighbridge is not exactly in the correct place, so it gives me the option of having a little bit of a change. Plus, where I've got the level crossing over there is not probably a good idea, because when anything derails, it does has a tendency to take out the barriers for the level crossing. Well, I better stop that before it runs into the Jeep, into the 08 shunter. So we'll kill that now. Right, thankfully that's stopped. Oh, house elf couldn't bring in my dinner in. Oh. Okay, never mind, not to worry. She's a good girl, really. Right, well, one of the things I found was I put a small video in showing what a Ukrainian train looks like. And it didn't get the response I thought it would, which is a shame, because I'd been gathering some pictures, photographs and videos of other Ukrainian trains, concentrating on particular routes. One would be showing the what is supposedly the most romantic area in Ukraine, where the railway runs under through a wooded area. And it does actually look quite nice, so that will may or may not get put in. Plus I have some video which I've taken from other sources, which shows the part of the route to the next main city to our west. I won't say any more, but it's quite an interesting little city. And that would show what's going on and what has gone on in the past. Well, since there doesn't seem to have been much response, that's cancelled for now, especially considering that I've got all this work to do and I just haven't got the time to edit the video up. Maybe get herself on the job. She does good videos like that. Anyway, just a short one today, guys, to let you know I'm still here. There's nothing much going on. As I say, I've been preparing a couple of wagons to receive those LEDs, and there will be a lot of work over the next few weeks, months. And with it being summer, obviously house elf will be wanting to get out and about in the car, so we can't disappoint the little girl. So between that and other things that's going on at the moment, there won't be a lot of videos over the next few months, because everything has to be dismantled up to the warehouse on that point. I may actually take more up, because one of the lights in the gatehouse there doesn't work. Plus one of the gates has decided to come unglued, so that may come up. Not something I'm looking forward to. So there we go. Train-wise, well, I have heard that some of the things have been lifted and that there is some external post available. Whether I can get a new train here, I don't know. But I will be looking into that. So what are we going to get? Right, well, I am going to try to show you if my computer doesn't play silly persons. Now, I've been looking on Hatton's website. At sensible prices, there's only more of the American stock available. And the GP40 is quite reliable. Plus the fact I can paint that up differently and make it look like one of the local trains. But I may see if I can log in here. And I can show you what is on my wish list. And then you can maybe see. Right. There we go, wish list. Right, okay, I don't know how good this is going to be. But this is what's on my wish list from Model Barn Shop Lippy. Oh, I'm definitely going to need this crane here. I was thinking of altering my station, which still may happen. Well, we won't say no more about that particular one. What have I got something in mind for that? Plus obviously more people, more goods, some interesting ladies for the interesting place I've got on my layout. Maybe a new building. But I quite like the livery on this engine here, which is from Pico. It's a diesel locomotive class 218, and it goes with the other things I've got. Whether that will become first or whether this one will. Now this is a complete... no, it's not the one I was thinking of. This is a Ukrainian train. Now I'll put this on here to look at the colours. And I can find something similar, maybe from the UK, and see what's available. Well, this Glassworks has been on here for some time, so there we go. And this one, we've got the oil terminal here, and perhaps more of the oil terminal which I can show you. All this, apart from the wagon, the wagons is what you get in the kit. Apart from the small engine and the wagon and trucks there, you get the little building, the tank farm and everything. Not bad for the price they charge. And yes, there we go. 142 euros for an engine and 3 wagons. Again, it's a Ukrainian engine. The chances are that will be arriving especially since this will go in my fleet quite well. I will not be using these containers. They will definitely be repainted. I think we can see the obvious reason why they'll be repainted. But the engine, yes, I think that's a possibility. Anyway, that's what's on the list. I would definitely recommend these guys. I'm not sponsored by them in any way whatsoever. When you want something, yeah, go for it. And of course you won't pay VAT because England isn't in the EU anymore. So you can knock 20% off that price. Ooh. Which basically pays for your postage, which isn't horrendously expensive. So there you go. That's what's one of a few things that may be coming next, but when that will be, I don't know. Priority is get the layout organised first. I may entirely change everything and move the housing to this area and have the industrial area over in that corner, because it's not exactly perfect, but we'll see. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. It's free, and you know what is absolutely free these days? Not a great deal, I'm afraid. So your comments are always welcome. I will always try to put some kind of answer for you. Tips and tricks, anything you want to say, ask, but please put a comment down and let me know what you want to do. Okay, cheers, that's all for now. So thanks very much for watching. Sorry it's not been much of a video today, but as I say, I've got a few problems to sort out with the layout. So thanks a lot, all the best, take care, and don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. And my mate Righty Rob's doing really well. So yeah, well done, mate.